Hi, and welcome to A Slice of Spring Painted Flowers on Wood. You can start your project by doing some fun color mixing with the colors that we provided for you. Right now I'm just showing you some examples of what you can mix together to get some different shades. You can add white to anything to create a pastel. And if you mix the magenta and the blue together with a little white, you get a really pretty purplish gray. I like the different colors of green so we can add highlights. First thing I did was use the doodles that we provide, and I drew the doodles of the flowers right onto the wood slices. This makes it easier if you do it with pencil first, so that it's almost like filling in the pages of a coloring book. The key to this project is layers, lots of layers. So you'll see as I paint these how I do them one layer at a time. So right now I'm painting stage 1 of all the flowers. A big thing to remember with this project is not to use too much water with your paint. If you get your brush too wet, or if you don't properly dry your brush off between rinsing for colors, it will end up bleeding into the wood and it's just a big pain. You also want to make sure you have a really nice detail brush to work with. When you're using the yellow, you have to use multiple layers, so just be patient. Yellow is always a hard color to cover. So if you're not getting the brightness that you'd like, just go over it a couple times. When I did my leaves, I mixed different color greens for each one, as you can see, and I planned it so that I would end up putting another layer of decoration on top. That's actually the fun part, is going back over and adding the little embellishments to all your flowers. Your wood discs won't have holes in them like ours do. We purposely chose to give you ones without holes to give you more options for what to do with your flowers when you're done. If you would like to hang them like ornaments, you can just attach a loop of ribbon to the back of the disc with some hot glue. You can turn them into magnets for your fridge by putting some magnets on the back with hot glue. You can set them on a shelf. You can put some shellac on top to make them cute little coasters. You can even get a thin piece of wood and mount them all to the wood, like 3 in a row, up or down, to create one single piece of art. They're neat too because on the back it's blank, so if you wanted to give them as a gift to somebody, you could always put a nice message or a little quote or an I love you and your name on the back. As you see, I've decided to do one coat with a solid color, and then I'm going over to add an accent in a different color. And then you'll see the last thing I do is I'm going to go and I'm going to accent all of them with white. I think the white looks pretty because it really makes the other colors pop, and it just adds like a nice linear effect. For this flower, I turned my paintbrush over and I used the back of it to make perfect little polka dots. And again, I'm putting embellishments on the leaves. Ta-da, that one's done. The white paint's also good to go over any marks that may have been a mistake or any areas that look a little unfinished. Polka dots make a simple and easy embellishment to all the flowers. I'm still not too happy with this one, but it ended up being my favorite. I just kept going over it and continuing to give it layers until I got it just right. I just added a little bit of orange on top of the yellow, and it highlighted the yellow and it defined the petals better. Easy as that. Enjoy.